Hey, how's it going? Checking in with my daily update. A few bits and bobs done today. It wasn't the most productive day. It was one of those days where I didn't have anything in the diary, so that meant I was basically needed to be disciplined to get all of the things done that needed to get done, and I didn't quite manage to find that said discipline. But one of the things that I can report back on is the twice monthly, should I say, emails that I've been sending out to my, I guess, professional corporate people. So it's really focused on people who are professionals, who are working, rather than my general emails, which are for anybody. It's not really anything at all to do with corporate stuff. So I've been sending these out, and I've got about 100 or so people on there. I know I could do more with promoting it and trying to get more people on it, but I feel like just getting off the mark with actually writing the things every 2 weeks has been the first step. Reasonably good stuff, I think, some useful content. It's my intention to include some case studies and best practices and so on and so forth, as well, some research. And I started off trying to maybe not overcomplicate it, but trying to be too rigid and structured in my mind of with the framework for it, thinking, right, I have to have one of these after this, question and answer, and in the end I just thought, well, I'm just going to write something 500, 600 or so words every couple of weeks to this particular audience. Anyway, point is, somebody got back to this email that I sent out, I think it was last week, basically saying, look, I've been following you for a while, wondering if you've ever done any kind of speaking work or training work with this particular group of people within the NHS. And I was able to email back, said, yes, I've done a few things the last 2 years. I've worked with a couple of NHS trusts, delivering some training around resilience and well-being and happiness and so on, and would love to find out more about how I might be able to work with you and your team. And when her manager's back in a couple of weeks, we're going to set up a meeting and have a conversation about it. Might not come to anything, but there's a chance that it might do. Anyway, point is that there's a lot of things that I do, sort of, I guess, marketing wise, putting out content, that it's difficult to really track how valuable it is, how much benefit there is of doing it. And it takes time to write emails, it takes time to write posts on LinkedIn, and you don't always get anything back from it. But then you get one thing back, and that in I think I've been doing this for 2-3 months now, these emails. You get one potential piece of work back, and all of a sudden it makes it worthwhile. And again, that hasn't got across the line yet, but it also reminds me of a piece of work I did last year. A really good company, really good project that we had, and the session that we ran, and that came off the back of a series of LinkedIn posts that I'd done. Now, you can't say each one of those LinkedIn posts was therefore worth X, Y, Z amount of money, but just having that consistency, this again is another reminder to myself to be consistent, because I'm not as consistent as I could be, but being consistent just keeps showing up, and things can come through, things can come together. So a little bit of a boost, a little bit of spring in my step from that. As I said, even if I'm not relying on it leading to anything, a bit like I wasn't relying on that potential gig in Barcelona to come through, to actually still feel like, okay, no, this still is on, that's with the speaking bureaus. So yeah, that was the kind of the main thing from today. I've done a few other bits and bobs of work, as I said, as I came into this check-in today. I've done a bit of work on the app program. I've done a bit of work on the resilience keynote, and I've done a little bit of the lead generation work as well. So yeah, all in all, a reasonably productive day when I think about it. It was on paper it looked like I was just faffing around quite a lot of it. But anyway, there we go. But hopefully I'll be a little bit more focused tomorrow. There's my update for the day. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.